And shout out to Banana. Yeah, I'm doing better now. Thank you for waiting. Oh, this is recording. Okay. Um, Welcome to my channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry it's been a while. I was kind of feeling under the weather for a couple weeks there, but I'm feeling better now, and I'm back with another design for you idea for you guys. If you can, I hope that I've zoomed in enough and this is better to see, but here I have the Louis Vuitton type of couture design. One of my gems has fallen off, but that's besides the point. I just want to show you guys the design idea and how I achieved it, if you guys want to try it out, or any variation of it. Here I actually did on this other side. On this side I used a thermal gel. This is from You Are Sugar. It comes in a set sold on Amazon. It's a set of 6 different colors. But I used on this side of the nail, I used color number 13. And what this does is when it gets like really cold, it will turn this kind of purplish shade, and then when it gets warmer, it has that like peach kind of color that you see down here. I don't know if you can see that, but if it's really cold, if I put, like, let's say the water bottle on, maybe like a really cold water, it will turn green eventually. But it does color change. It just does. It takes a bit. I'm gonna take some pictures for you guys so you can see it actually changing color, because I don't want to make this whole video you guys just waiting to see the color change on there, but I promise you it does. It's pretty neat to see it color change like that, but yeah, I don't want to waste too much of your time. It's just gonna take a time to get, because it's kind of warm in my house, so it's gonna take a while to get cold. But if you live in like cold temperatures, you know, you'll see that right away. And then on this side, I kind of wanted to show you what I did here on this side. And like I've told you before, I usually like to work with my right hand on this side to get the design idea through. And then I use my left hand, which is slower for me, so that I can show you more in detail. And I actually went ahead and wanted to do a slight variation on this side of the nail so you can see what it would look like if you chose to do this like ombre effect without the color change. I mean, still having the color change effect, but you know, just having that permanently there, that kind of ombre look. So I also purchased this Born Pretty, and it was the nude and pink clear gel set, and it also came with, I believe, 6 colors. Let's see, 4. Yeah, it came with 6. But the one I used today on this nail is actually SP05, in case you're wondering. That's this kind of nude, if you can see that. I hope you can see that. But it's really pretty, and I love this set because they're very translucent, and it's very easy to manipulate them and have it do a very delicate ombre effect on your nails. Like if you have any other color and you just want to fade it in and kind of look, you know, like you're fading that ombre in, it's very easy with these colors and super shiny. I really love Born Pretty, is one of my favorite. Along with You Are Sugar, they are great, really great. One of my favorite products there. I also used to make these gems, because I actually made these gems using I used this set I got on Aliexpress. I'm pretty sure you can get them anywhere, but this one particular set I got from Aliexpress, and it's just one of these. I want to show you. Okay, so all it is just one of these little square, and you'll notice that they do come a little bent, but they also sell this on AliExpress, and it kind of just when you have metals like these and you put it in this little, I mean, they make different shapes, but I just prefer the star. I think they do hearts and whatnot, but I chose a star. And all you do is you put this in, and it comes with its little mortar thing, and then you just squeeze it, and you're just basically making sure that it's really, if it would stick. Oh, okay. Okay, so then you have that in there, and then you just press this down. And then that just makes sure that you have a nice bend, so that when you put it on your nail, it's not like flying everywhere. But I'm going to show you this middle one. I'm going to set this aside now, because before I even make that gem there in the middle, I need to do the stamping, and I want to show you that. The way I achieved that was with the stamping gel plates. I also got these off Amazon. There are several sites that sell it. I was able to receive from 2 different stores. I think one just took longer than the other, but eventually got both. And I believe for this one, let's see, this one has the Gucci. I mean, they have different ones, Gucci, Versace. I just chose to do Louis Vuitton. Yeah, this is one of my Louis Vuitton stamping plates, and I believe the one I used was I also used this one because it had the big Louis Vuitton letter, which I used on this nail. And I also used this one right here. That's where I got all my little designs that you see there. And I'm going to show you how to recreate that. Actually, so for that I did use a purple, which is what matched my theme the best, and I'm actually using, let's see here, that's gray, that's white, black, golden, and I did try the golden first, but I don't feel like it popped the way I wanted it to. These stamping gels, I got them also from I got them from Amazon, and this was a set. It had, I believe it had 8 different colors, but this is a stamping gel as opposed to like a stamping lacquer, which is what the first type of stamping thing they did. And that was great and all, but I wanted to try the stamping gel, and I actually do prefer the stamping gel because sometimes you can get more than one stamp out of it. So it is definitely worth it to get the stamping gel, and it doesn't dry up, so you have plenty of time to perfect your stamp before you place it as much as possible. So I like that. Here I'm going to show you. You just dab like the very tiniest amount because a little goes a long way here. And then you get the little tool it comes with. And so this was a set too I also got on Aliexpress, but you can pretty much find them anywhere, and I like this one because you can see through that hole and you can kind of see what you're doing on your nail as you're placing it, as opposed to the ones where this is covered. So that's great. But let me show you. So all you do is you just wipe it down. Get that color nice and even on there. And then I'm gonna drag that over here just because I can, because and you can just pick it right up. And like I said, I do like to, you know, use my products as much, just like drag that out as much as I possibly can. And I just keep playing with it, I keep dragging it. And you know, if you want to push it into the next, which I kind of did that too, I kind of just pushed it into the next. So I'm trying to use every little bit of that product. Like, I really don't like to waste any of it, so try to put everything to use as much as I can. So yeah, once I've wiped it down to where I want to, then I come in with the stamping plate, and this one, I'm going to do this one first. So all you do, you see through the peephole, right? And then you're like, well, it's going to be like right around here, so you press down and then you lift up. And you see there's your stamp. I don't know if you can see that, but so once you have it on there, then you look through that hole, like I said, you can see where you're placing it. And you just gently stamp. And then what I found out of using this stamping plate is that, like I said, with the gel you can use it more than once, but in order to keep things aligned, once you have a good stamp, you see how there's still space where you didn't stamp? That's okay. you go ahead and cure that, because depending on the length of your nail, you might not be able to get it all in one shot. So what I did is I stamped it. It came out pretty good, decent. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that. And I'm actually really liking this little mini lamp that I got. I also got this on Aliexpress. I think it's a dupe for another one that's out there that's a single like this, but it actually worked, and it's only like, it only costs like $4 or $3 something, free shipping. And it's really neat because you just want to do one nail, then you don't have to put your whole hand in. And it works. And I was really surprised, but it really did work, and it was, I'm not kidding you, it was less than $4. And it did take a little while to arrive, but you know, I ain't complaining. I actually used one of my old phone cables for because it was longer than the one it came with, and the one it came with was kind of short, but it still worked, you know. But basically, I'm just doing a flash cure because I don't want this to move, because I've already got it right. And you know, after doing this several times, I realized it's okay if it doesn't cover the hole, because then I'm going to show you like a neat trick that I learned. So then you come in and you're like, okay, well, so I got the little thing, so I'm going to go here. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So now you see that there's some overlap, but that's okay because you already cured that part, so you're going to go ahead and I have some 70% alcohol in my little dampen dish. I don't know if you can see that, right? My little dampen dish. I kind of showed you guys how to make that one earlier. Holding strong. Okay, so then you see where there's overlap. All you do, you come in with your alcohol and you just clean that right off. Any overlap. Yeah, and any part that you didn't have before, it's been stamped. And then anything you have on your fingers, you just use the same alcohol to wipe it off. Now, typically, I would also use a latex. They make this latex that dries on your fingers so that you can just peel it off. Right now I don't know where that is, so I'm just using this. And that works fine too. You know, whatever you have on hand. I think you could even put tape around your finger and then lift it off too if you wanted. Okay, so that worked fine for me. Okay. And like I said, you got some right and there's some that you didn't like. It's okay, because you can always come back. Cure that. And I'm not sure if this is 30 seconds or 60 seconds, but I really just want to flash cure it. just so that it's not going anywhere. Okay, and then go ahead and grab that stamper again. And by this point, if you've already used most of your stamp, you saw I was able to use it a couple of times. At this point, well, I think maybe I can still use this one here. There we go. See that? I was able to use it like 3 times, and see, now it looks like I did it all in one shot, but you saw that it took several tries to get it to look, you know, even. But that's okay, because now we're gonna go ahead and cure that. I think that's like, what, another 30 seconds. But, so now we're gonna move on. You see, this side is a little darker because I actually mixed the purple with black. But, this side is a little different because I just used purple. Yeah, once that's cured, then I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to go ahead and put the top coat now, because next I'm going to be putting the gem in the middle. I'm going to show you how I did that. And we want to seal that design in because we got it just the way we wanted it. And in case you're wondering, the top coat I'm using here is the Les Venda that I got on Amazon. I believe it was $5.99 or $6.99, but it came with 2 bottles, top coat and base coat, and it was 15 ml bottles. So yeah, it's a pretty good, decent product and a decent price. Go ahead and stick it in the lamp for about a minute. So we got that top coat on. And then we're going to go to the next step, which I used that little rectangular piece that I showed you earlier that we shaped with the star. We're going to use that with a Rhinestone Glue. The one I have on hand here is the Rosalind Rhinestone Top Coat Glue. And then I'm just going to grab a detail brush to get that gel, that glue right where I want it. So I got it somewhere in the middle here. And I personally like to put more glue than not enough glue because you want to make sure that it has something to sink into, you know, you want that placement to be thick. You want to somewhere down the middle. I just made like a rectangle, filled it in with glue. And then got my rhinestone picker here. And just placing that right in the middle. Alright, so now that I have it where I think I want, it looks centered enough for me, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on, and then I'm gonna cure that. Even if it's like a flash cure, like it's fine. It doesn't have to be a full minute because you're gonna put it in the lamp again anyways, because I'm gonna show you how I did that gem. And it's actually really easy. Really, I just used some builder gel in there. And it's not moving, so that's good. And then I also used this cat eye gel from Lamoc, and this is LM01. I believe that's the color. That kind of looks like this. It's kind of like a purple looking. And that's what gives it that like gemstone look. And then I'm just gonna use this clear builder gel on really any clear builder gel that you have. This is the Mombray brand that I'm using. I also got this on Aliexpress. But really, any clear builder gel will work. And then I'm just going to clean that with alcohol. I wipe my detail brush. And then, actually, I'm going to use this tool that I have just to pick up a little bit of builder gel. And then just place it right on, see that middle piece that you have inside the rectangle. You're gonna fill it with builder gel so that it looks kind of bulky. Just lightly tapping that builder gel in there. Yeah, I just want it to build up. Just protrude just a little bit. That's what we want. That's why I'm using builder gel, because the viscosity is a bit like medium. and then you want to cure that builder. And then for this one, I am flash curing because I just don't want it to move, or spill out of the little rectangle box that it's in. But after I do that, I am gonna stick that in the UV lamp, the big one. And I'm gonna put that in for 60 seconds. But that's basically how I created this gem. This one over here, I actually used little template. These also come in these little packs. It looks like this. And it says a 3D cut crystal nail paste ultra thin. There's different shapes they come in. I chose that design because it was different. But they also have diamond and other shapes. Okay, so once you have that, if it still feels, I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 more minute in there. So you don't want it to feel sticky. If you're using builder gel and it still feels pretty sticky to you, that means it hasn't cured all the way. And you need to stick it in the lamp again. I learned that sometimes, depending on the product and depending on how long you've had it, you might have to cure it longer. And you know, once you've done it for, I want to say no more than 5 minutes. If you've already done it 5 minutes, then just go ahead and wipe it off with alcohol. But that way you're not removing so much of the product. That way you're using most of the product that you intended to use in the first place. Because if you only cure it like 2 minutes and then you're wiping it, you're wiping most of that product off because it hasn't cured. Okay. So here it is. And I believe, let's see, 1 more minute there. And then I want to show you the cat eye. It is magnetized, so you're gonna need to have a magnet to make that cat eye effect, so that it looks like a gemstone. And okay, let's see. So this needs just 1 more time in there. And while I'm doing that, I'm looking for my magnet. I am so sorry about that, but I might have to get off camera and then come back once I've found my cat eye, because I really can't show you the design unless I have 5-minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish curing this, and I'll be right back when I have everything I need. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. So I was able to cure that. I believe I did go 5 minutes, and then I wiped it with alcohol. And I'm just using a detail brush, or really any brush you have to pick up the cat eye polish. Or if you have the cat eye that's in a bottle, even better, because you already have a brush. But I'm using a little pot, so I'm just having to use a separate brush. So you're just going to paint in that middle square. I actually think for this job it's better to use a detailed brush, because the other brush might be too thick and you might go out of the line. And yeah, you could fix that, but okay, so I'm just putting that right there in the middle. And okay, so I've placed that and I haven't cured it yet. So I'm gonna get the cat eye, the magnet, and I'm just gonna go over it, get real close, but don't touch it. And you want to wait for like, I want to count like 10 seconds maybe, or 40 seconds. And now you see that there is some magnet stuff going. Now, if for some reason you don't like you can always move the magnet around just to see what effect you like. Okay. So now I kind of have it in the middle there. You just play with it, you know, and you get the look you want. Once you have the look that you want, you're going to go ahead and cure that for a minute. And so that creates that depth that makes it look like a gemstone. Excuse me. And I gotta make sure to close these things off because you don't want this curing. Okay. Now that we have that set, okay. Okay, so that I recreated this look for you. The only difference is that I did use like an ombre effect on the bottom, and I also did not make it as dark, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how I made that dark into purple in case you're wondering. Let's see, that's blue. I want, and this is red. Here's black. Okay, so to make it that darkened purple, I just added a little bit of black. So remember I told you, because this is a gel, it's going to take some time to cure. So, and it's not going to dry up on you that quickly, so you have time to move it around and mix the colors and, you know, do what you want to do with it. Now, if it still looks more black than purple, which I've been blending this, but it's still kind of black, then you just add more purple. Oh, this is blue. Okay, so I can't seem to find that purple at the moment. I don't know where I misplaced it. I'm gonna try with the blue. Let's see. And I'm just mixing those colors in. Okay, so now I have a darker shade. And now to clean your... And I found the purple. Oh well, too late. That's okay. So I want to show you a trick to not have to be wiping this with alcohol every time that you use it. The stamping jelly thing. I'm gonna grab a piece of tape. And I'm just gonna it comes right off. And it's nice and clean, ready to use for the next time. So here we go. We're doing darker, and now we're doing the Louis Vuitton, which I believe is this one. Yeah, I can already see on the stamping plate I didn't like the placement of that there. So I'm actually going to, yeah, see, I didn't like that too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that off with tape again. Okay. And then we're gonna try a different stamping plate. I believe the one I used was this one. And yeah, it is. So because I have the Louis Vuitton right there. And now that we have the correct colors, there's a purple one. And then we got the black. I'm going to use a little less black this time because I feel like it was just like a smidge of black mixed with that purple. Okay. I also wanted to add here, if you want to lighten a color versus darkening it, you would just add white. And if you want to make a translucent effect, well, you would just add like clear top coat and make it more translucent. And there's that darkened purple that I got last time. Go ahead and extend that to this side, because I believe I also used that design. And here I'm just scraping it to where I can move it to the other side. And you need to push it at different angles because... Okay, hopefully... There we go. Hopefully you can see that okay. Alright, so I apologize, but my video cut off when I was trying to show you guys how I, right after I placed that gem, and then my video cut off. But I really just did the same stamping technique that I showed you earlier. With overlapping, all you do is wipe it down, keep the part that you do like, and then cure it under the lamp, and then whatever parts that's missing, you just align the stamping jelly thing, and then to clean it off, you just use tape, and that prolongs the life of your jelly stamper. And you know, I like this one because it's got a hole right in the middle, so you can see right through there. You can see your nail, and you can see what you're stamping and where you're stamping it. So, you know, just when you have it aligned the way you want it, just go ahead and stamp. Anything you have overlapping, you will wipe down with alcohol. And because the part that you do like has been cured, it's gonna be okay that you wipe that off, the part that overlaps, and then keep the part that you're missing, so that it looks like, you know, one even application, even though it might be 2 or 3. So I just wanted to go that over with you because my other video got cut off and for some reason wasn't playing, so it kind of got lost to me. So that part that I recorded is lost, so I apologize for that, but I did try to explain to you what I did here. And I also wanted to show you, the most important thing is just to show you how I created this look, okay? And the only other thing that I did here, and I'm not sure if that part of the video remained, but I just put like a clear, what is it, top glue, rhinestone glue, and then I applied the gem right here, and I think that part did record, so should be able to see that. And now for this part, if you're wondering, you know, if you ever ordered, these nail decals and you weren't sure how to use them, you know, because I don't really show you really good instructions on here, but I mean, this is just how I figured out how to use them. So you get this part, and it does say to remove the plastic or the peeling from the back. So if you look at the back part, I think there is like a film. There's like a film on there. You might have to go in with like some tiny detailer or something. I'm sorry if I'm off camera, but just so you can lift that off. You see that little piece, and that just comes right off. So once you've removed that film, then you're going to set this aside, and here's where I placed. I'm going to show you how I did this gem right here. So all I did was I grabbed some clear builder gel, and the same one I used before, I mentioned earlier, It's the Mombray brand, but really any clear builder that you have. And the point is getting that viscosity, that thick enough viscosity so that it kind of protrudes from the nail and has that thickness. So I'm just going to grab a little bit here and kind of, you know, just imagine that shape that you got. So I have that middle. It doesn't have to be perfect, the shape of it. You just really want kind of as close to, you know, general terms as possible, that area, and then you want it lifted. So you want it lifted, that middle, because what's going to happen is that the little decal is going to give it that shape. So you just want a general semblance to that shape, and then you want it to be thick. You want it to be jumping out of your nail. Okay, and once you have like a big piece in the center that looks kind of the way that I mentioned to you, you grab the little decal thing and then you place it right on top of that protruding. Okay. Now you want to press it lightly. You don't want to press it too hard. Okay, and then you're going to cure that. I'm going to do 60 seconds. So if you have those little decals running around and you're not really sure what to do with it, this is just a way that I found for it to work. There might be other ways, I don't know, but this is what I found works. So for me at least. Curing that. And then I'm gonna make sure that I put the lid on. Don't want that cat. Okay. So I'm not sure if this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it just a bit longer because I feel like use a little more time. I'm gonna go in there for another minute just to be sure that I'm not lifting the whole entire decal, because that's what's giving it the shape, and I don't that one to lift off. So I'm going to check it after 2 minutes. And see. Alright, so that just lifted off, so you have this kind of stencil left behind, and then you have your decal in the middle, and it's kind of protruding out, and that's what you want. And then what I went ahead and did as well is I went ahead and grabbed the cat eye that I mentioned earlier, and with the detail brush, okay, so with the detail brush, I'm just grabbing some of that cat eye, and then I'm going right on top of that decal. Okay. And then, before I cure it, I'm going to go in with that cat eye again. I actually like using the circle part. I feel like I can manipulate it just a bit better. Yeah, so you play around with it, you shift it, you know, just where you like it. And you get that like 3D effect, you get that gem look. So once you have the placement that you want on that effect, if you can see that, but it does look very much like a gem. And I'm curing that for a minute. And like once you get the design effect that you want to cure that right away, because after a while, if you don't cure it and you're just letting it sit there, the particles will move back. And you know, this could be gravity pulling the particles that you just moved again, you know, but I have noticed that. So don't take too long. Once you have the design effect you want with your magnet, cure it. Cure it right away. And then the way I made it look like it had a kind of more of an artsy, this is more of an artsy gem as opposed to the more structured gem over here with the template, the little metal gem that I have on this one. I just used a metallic gel, metal gel, and this particular one I have on hand is the Covey brand that I got off of Aliexpress. I got this one on Aliexpress. But really any metal gold looking gel that you have will work. But basically all you want is to give it that shape so that it looks like. You want to clean your brush. I'm going to make sure you got that off. Okay. So now with a clean brush, I'm going to grab that gold, clean detail, and then you're going to just, right around the edges, you're going to paint. And paint with that gold. And I did want the gel because I did want the thicker looking like viscosity so that it looks like, you know, it's framed. So right along the edge. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's not a perfectly straight line because it's supposed to look, you know, artsy, and it's supposed to flow, and that's part of the design, so it gives it that kind of authenticity. I believe, at least in my eyes, that's the way I see it. Okay, so now I'm going to cure that in the lamp. It goes for another minute. And while that's going on, I'm so sorry guys, that was the end of my video. I got cut off. I really need to do something about that, but thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please comment them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.